Hello guys, welcome to another video of Python basics for beginners. In this video I'll be talking about file inputs and file management. There's two ways to do it. If you have a CSV file, a .csv file, there's a different and a better way to do it. I might do a standalone video for that, but in this way that I'm gonna teach today basically works for any type of file. So yeah, let's just get started. So we have a predefined function in Python called with. And this is just something in Python, just like for or def or anything. It's just a word in Python that does stuff. It basically loops through a specific file. So with takes a command, for example, it's open, and now you have to put a file name. Now the file name, it's important to put the full exact file name. So if you have it in a specific partition, you have to put that. As I said, we have to put the exact, the absolute path. Anyway, you just put the exact file path. So I'm gonna test on test.txt. I just figured it would be better since it's in a different path, in a different folder. So you just put the folder name, and then you put backward slash, and then you put the file name, so test.txt. Now it is important to put those in quotation marks or apostrophes or whatever, just because it's a string. And you put a comma, and the thing that after the comma is called the mode that you're opening the file. So there are multiple modes, and I will leave a link in the description for the multiple modes in Python. So you have a read and you have a write modes, and then you have both modes. Anyway, so if you want to read the file, you put the write, which is an R. If you want to write into a file, you put the W, which is a write. So let's just put R, and I'll show you why in a bit. And now you have to give it a name. So you open this file, and you're storing this file in a variable. So I have to give it a name to define it. So you will see most programs just put as f. So as basically says that this file over here, store it in a variable called f. You can put file, you can put like, it's not really readable, so you can put like something a bit more readable. So you can put test. It doesn't really matter what you put here, but just f for easiness. And then you put enter, and there's a tab because it's obviously we're working with just like a loop. So this is basically a loop. This loops through the whole file. And if I printf, you will see that if I go to my command prompt and if I run tutorial.py, if I printf, it will give me, so this is an object. It gives me the name of the object and the mode of it and the encoding and stuff. It doesn't give me the data in that file, although the data here is empty, so we're just gonna add some stuff. So this is a txt file. You can try it with any file, you can try it with CSV even, but as I said, CSV file have specific way of reading it that's a bit easier, which I might do a video on that. So anyway, let's just add some lines. So we have multiple lines here, and I'll show you why in a bit. And if I printf, it's just gonna give me the same result. So as I said, this is a loop, and it loops through f. Well, technically, this is opening that file, so we need to loop through the data. We have the data, we just don't have access to it yet because we haven't stored it. So let's come here and let's say data equals list, and let's first print the data. So for I in f, print I, and what this is doing is, if you see my loops video, it's looping through f, which is our file, for a variable called I. So every time I will hold that specific line, and we're printing that line. So if I run this, it will give me this as a test. Okay, so now we know that we have access to that data. We need to store it. So we can just say data.append I, which would, in every iteration, would append that specific line to data. and if we run this, we're not going to get our output because we haven't printed anything. And let's leave the file, yeah. So we have left the file just to make sure that the data has been stored. Let's print the data outside the loop, outside this loop, just to make sure it has been stored. And you can see it's stored in lists, and you have the /n. The /n would make a new line. It would break the current line and make a new line, and that's why we have those over here. Okay, yeah, so I have written this simple script that removes the backward /n from every element in the list. So just copy it, it works, have tested. As I said, this way works with every file. Just make sure that you have the specific path, you have the right way to open it. So I have left a link in the description, and you have consistent naming. And when you use this command, don't forget to assign it to data, so you change the value of data. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.